God, grant me the serenity to change the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Let's rehabilitate. Hi everybody, welcome back. I am so happy that you've clicked this video, that you have chosen to take a moment to be connected, more connected to what's going on inside of you, perhaps more connected to the world around you, more connected to your breath. What can you be more connected to? That's what I like to offer in this channel and these classes, is a moment for us to tune inward and to be more connected. Normally I do all this preparation to provide something that I feel like would be really life-giving and good, and I realized as I was going through my daily living today with my children and my house, and that's kind of all I've got these days basically, because my business is still shut down and I can't come to the studio and practice with all of you people, so I mean, it's become this big, you guys. But in this size of my life, after I adjusted to it, I have found so much more. I found that all this extra time with my children, who are 5 and, oh wait, how old are my kids? 6 and 4. My daughter's about to be 5 this month, and so we're going to be celebrating a birthday in different circumstances. But I have found that this season of me feeling like everything is this big has actually afforded great growth. And as I've looked deeper, I'm finding all of this joy in spending really great time with my little ones who are growing up too fast. And so I hope for you guys, if you feel like your world has become very small, perhaps within those small things, you're finding weightier, bigger, more beautiful things, instead of just focusing on the small. So I didn't do anything with my hair. I did no makeup. I didn't change my clothes because I realized I don't need to prepare myself to come to yoga. I can come exactly as I am. So I hope that you haven't done anything to prepare yourself except show up. Maybe you've got a mat, maybe you don't. It doesn't matter, just as long as you're here. You've clicked, you're committed, we're gonna have a great time. The last words that I wrote, which were just a couple nights ago as I was cooking dinner, I was listening to all of this outcry and outpouring of the injustices that have happened to George Floyd and many, many others, and wanting to allow myself to absorb that and be a part, and not just say, well, I wasn't there, it wasn't me, kind of a thing, because I think it's easy to do. So negative outward actions and behaviors, negative thoughts, are a reflection of a mind and a soul in need of rehabilitation. And that word rehabilitation stuck out to me because I thought, well, yeah, it's not that we can't change, we just need help rehabilitating. We are in a state of disorder that needs to be brought back into order. And so I'd like to work through that today. Rehabilitation within ourselves, within our own thoughts. Are we allowing new thoughts and ideas to come in and process through those and decide whether or not they're good or bad? Or do we just immediately shut the door and say, don't ever say a word to me that I'm not willing to hear? So I guess that's what I mean by this deciding to hear something new and then process through it. Allow the internal thoughts and feelings that come into you to happen instead of just closing them down. So let's see if we can do a little bit of rehabilitation. I'm laughing because, God, this is where I've come to, you guys. I don't care anymore. I just want to be with you and I want to practice. Let's get to the mat to rehabilitate. Hello everybody, welcome to yoga. I just happen to be in slightly yoga-ish type pants right now. I realize my phone's in my pocket, so I'm going to set it down so I don't get all sweaty. Center yourself. Let's begin standing. Actually, if you want to sit, that's fine too, because all we're going to do right now is connect to our breath. That's the most important thing before we begin moving, is to connect to our breath. And that just means notice. Notice your inhale. Mouth is closed. Inhale through the nose. Notice your exhale. On your next inhalation, invite a deep breath. So find the bottom, the low belly breath. And then draw that breath up through your abdomen and trace it up and just see how high that breath wants to go. As you exhale, starting at the top of your breath, exhale it out. You can join me with your hands now. Just place your palms towards the floor. Inhale, trace your breath all the way up through your body. Your eyes can be closed down. When you get to the top of your breath, exhale, trace that breath out with your palms, like you're pressing it out. Just do this a couple more times. Inhale, trace your breath up through your body. This is a rehabilitation of your lungs. We're increasing our lung capacity by drawing extra breath in and pressing extra breath out. Let's see what else we can rehabilitate. Take another breath, make it fuller this time. See if you can draw a little bit more in and gently hold it at the top. And exhale, press it out. Release your hands down to your sides. Do a little wiggle of your fingers and your toes and notice where your weight is in your body. Do you find your weight really forward in your toes or really far back in your heels? Have you locked your knees out? See if you can give a gentle bend to your knees. And starting from your feet, start to activate your body. So notice your feet touching. Where are they touching? What are they touching? Where's the weight in them? And then draw up through your calves, your thighs, your pelvic bowl, your abdomen, up through your shoulders. Notice if your shoulders are really high up towards your ears or if they're resting comfortably down your back. Your neck grows long and tall, and the top of your head starts reaching way past the ceiling or space that you're in. So activate your body, take a big full breath into that bottom of the breath, to the top. Exhale, release. Bend your knees here. Bring your hands in front of you. Circle sweep your arms all the way up. Now pause at the top here. Get your spine really long. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Feel how active this can be just right here. Big breath. Spread your fingertips wide. Draw your arms back by your ears. Then let's interlace all 10 fingers. I'm trying to decide which direction to be. Big inhale. Heel toe your feet together. And then as you exhale, bump the hips or the hands to the right, hips to the left. This is a beautiful rehabilitation of your spine. And what I mean by that is that we're finding some lateral side bending here with our spines, and we're also opening and creating space in that left side body. Inhale all the way back up to center. Lengthen. Exhale, reaching to the left. Finding an opening in the right side body. It's been a while since I've practiced, and I can tell, I feel all these little places of tension and tightness and little stopping points, and I'm listening to my body and I'm breathing into those spaces. Inhale back up to center. Release your hands. Look up as you inhale. And then exhale, press your palms together. Pull through to heart center, hinge from the waist. Find a forward fold here. This is our first inversion of our class. I'm taking a big bend in my right knee and my left knee, noticing my hamstrings. Letting my breath continue to flow. This is just a gentle warming of our bodies right now. Saying, hello, beautiful body. What are your needs here today? Where would you like to grow? Where do you feel tied and bound up and you'd like to explore that space? Let's inhale to a halfway lift, a tabletop flat back. Reach the top of your head away from your tailbone. Pull your shoulders down your back. And then exhale, fold deeply. Plant your hands here. Let's step the left foot back and come down onto that left knee. This is our low lunge. Come into a low lunge. Meet me there. This is where we start to rehabilitate our hips. And your hips don't only hold physical tension. If you start to access these points, you'll notice all this emotional tension. But don't feel like you have to go anywhere you don't want to go. Just notice your body. Notice what you feel. You're welcome to have blocks here if you like, or your hands can be on the mat. Draw that right hip back, left hip forward, and then drop into your hips. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I got all sorts of tensions in there. This is great. Take a big breath into that space. Let's plant our hands and draw that right knee back, left foot forward, switching sides, still accessing our hips in the low lunge. Perhaps this side feels a little different to you. Our outward behaviors and thoughts inward, and our words that come out outwardly are a reflection of what's going on inside. And sometimes I don't think we slow down to notice what's going on inside, and we just let all this outside stuff happen. Let's rehabilitate. Last breath in that low lunge. Let's plant our hands and find your down dog. So fingers are spread wide. First finger is pointing forward. Tuck your big toes under. Lift your hips. Ooh. What do you notice when you're in your down dog? Draw your chest towards your thighs. Let your head be heavy and your neck release. You can pedal out your feet here, bending that right knee and left knee. Stay connected to your breath and just invite it into your body. Let's take one more full breath here. As you exhale, bend both knees, look up at your hands, and walk your feet up to meet your hands in a forward fold at the top of your mat. Notice the difference between this forward fold and your first. Let your chest draw towards your thighs. Let your head go. Take a full breath here. You can plant your hands and step that left foot back. And then when you're ready, we're going to rise up with our inhale into your crescent lunge. Full breath here in your crescent lunge. Planting your left heel, coming into warrior two. Release those shoulders down your back. Arms are active here. You won't get blown away. You're a warrior. Gaze is over those right fingertips. Dropping that right forearm onto the right knee. Let's come into our extended side angle. Accessing that beautiful opening in the left side of the body. Letting that right hand come down, coming into Bikram's triangle. Left hand is up at 12 o'clock. Full breath. From here, we're going to scrape the ceiling, reverse the warrior. Building some heat in that right thigh. Finding those cranky, tight spaces in our bodies. Rising all the way back up into warrior two. Full breath here. Turning towards the long edge of your mat. Big inhale. Exhale, hands to hips, hinge from the waist, wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. I like to shift my hips back and forth in this posture and keep a little micro bend in my knees. You can let your big toes turn in and your heels bump out a little bit. I like to notice all the tight, cranky areas in my body and just kind of move and breathe into them. Your head is heavy and your neck is totally let go here. Just let your body be heavy. Let's find 2 breaths. Bottom of the breath to the top. And then top of the breath to the bottom. Let's heel toe our feet in a little bit. So plant your hands and heel toe your feet in. We're going to sink our hips into your garland pose, Malasana. I haven't accessed this pose in quite a while, so. Press your elbows into your knees and then your palms together at your heart center and let your hips be heavy. Shift around, which is what I'm doing right now, because my hips are so tight. And it's been a while since I've accessed this posture, which feels so good and yet challenging. Big breath here, wherever you're at. Maybe your hips are touching your heels. It doesn't matter where you are, just be where you are. I noticed with that exhale, my hips dropped a little lower. They feel a little better. Planting your hands, lift your hips towards the ceiling. Wide-legged forward fold here. Bring your hands back up to your hips with your inhale. Find a tabletop flat back. Reach the top of your head away from your tailbone. Activate your core. If you'd like, you can reach your arms out past your ears here to build even more heat in this posture. Full breath. Exhale, bend your knees, fold deeply. Take a big bend in your knees. Inhale, rising all the way up. Gather your breath. Exhale, turning to the short edge of your mat. Right foot forward, left foot back. We're back in our crescent lunge. Making any adjustments you need to. Checking over that knee to see some toes. Pressing actively through that big toe on your right foot. One more full breath here. Dropping that right heel, coming into warrior 2. Release your shoulders down your back. Spine is long. Gaze is over the left fingertips. Placing the left forearm on the left thigh. Inhale, the right arm rises and reaches. We're in our extended side angle, which can look a lot of different ways. Your hand can be down, reaching on your thigh. If it's on your thigh, try to put little to no weight in that forearm. And as you exhale, coming into Bikram's triangle. So that left knee is still bent. Left hand is down by the left ankle. Right hand is up at 12 o'clock. Big breath here. Exhale fully. We're going to scrape the ceiling and reverse the warrior. This is a big bend in that. Ooh. I took a little twirl there. Gonna dance around my mat. Coming back to center, find your breath. Inhale brings you back up to warrior 2. Exhale, sink into your warrior. Then inhale, toes towards the long edge of the mat. Reach up. Fill yourself with breath. Exhale, hands to hips. Big toes in, heels out, wide-legged forward fold. You can release your hands down to the mat. Just let your body be heavy here. Find a lovely reset. Staying connected to your breath. We're going to revolve our wide-legged forward fold, so you can place your hand right below your face, or you can reach for the outside of your ankle. I'm going to go with the outside the ankle because I'm feeling warm now, so my left hand is on my left ankle, right arm rises. This is a beautiful deep twist. But if you find that your body is not loving this, come back to center, or place a hand below your face or on a block. You're looking for those places where you're finding that first point of tension and resistance and breathing into that, and not looking to push past that into the fifth point, but come to the first and work in that space. Exhale back to center. Big inhale. Switching sides, right hand on the left ankle. Inhale, left arm rises. Oh, this side is much tighter for me. Maybe you notice the difference in your body. Just notice and breathe. We don't ask babies to come out of the womb and start running. We let them find their natural pace. Find your natural pace. Maybe you just need to learn to roll from your tummy onto your back. And once you master that, maybe you start crawling, or just scooching around. Maybe you're running already, and you just like to condition that run. Let's come back to center. Walk your hands back to the top edge of your mat, and let's drop both knees. Knees go wide apart, big toes together. Sink into your child's pose. Since I was talking about all those sweet little babies, it inspired me that this pose, this posture of surrender and yoga, child's pose, how beautiful it is that you can come back to this space, this beginning space, this restful, restorative, yet opening posture. What do you notice about yourself in this posture? Where do you feel this in your body? Let your forehead rest on the mat. Connect fully to your breath. Let's take one more full breath here. And then pressing up, invite that left foot forward. Take your time getting there. I know I moved kind of fast, but we're going to go through that warrior sequence one more time together. So we're in a low lunge right now. Curl those big toes under on the right foot. Press up through that toe. Inhale to crescent lunge. Full breath in your crescent lunge. Exhale to warrior two. Full breath in your warrior two. Exhale to extended side angle. Full breath in your extended side angle. Exhale fully here, and then use your inhale to rise up into your reverse warrior. Ride the breath. Connect breath with movement. Inhale back up to warrior two. Then turn your toes to the long edge of the mat. Let's reach up and gather. Exhale, hands to hips, wide-legged forward fold. You can heel toe your feet in a little. Turn those big toes in, heels out. You can reach for opposite ankles or under the sides of your feet or your calves. Let your body be really heavy. Full breath here. Inhale, halfway lift, tabletop flat back. Exhale, fold deeply. Big bend in the knees, circle sweep, root to rise. Exhale, warrior two, switching sides. And then let's come up into that crescent because I forgot our crescent lunge here. Find your crescent lunge with the opposite side. For me, that's right foot forward, left foot back. Big inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Big inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. I think I forgot the triangle on the last side. Let's take a full breath in this extended side angle. And then our inhale will bring us all the way to reverse warrior. So we'll just skip it on both sides. I hope I was right. Big inhale into warrior two. Exhale. Let my shoulders drop, and that felt great. Inhale, gather yourself up. Exhale, hinge from the waist, wide-legged forward fold. Heel toe your feet in. Let's revisit that squat, your garland pose, Malasana. See how different it feels this time. Elbows into your knees, palms together at heart center. I notice a big difference in this posture from my first go round. You're welcome to place a block under your sits bones here. Full breath. And from here, plant your hands, drop those knees down. Big toes together, knees wide apart. Sink into your child's pose. You can stay right here, or you're welcome to come into a final resting posture, your final Shavasana. Connecting to your breath and your body. Negative outward actions and behaviors, negative thoughts, are a reflection of a mind and soul in need of rehabilitation. This practice has afforded me the opportunity to notice more about myself, not just physically in places where I'd like to grow and be stretched, but emotionally and spiritually. I have noticed places where I would like to grow and stretch. And the loss of life has afforded me the opportunity to realize where I would like to grow and be stretched. And the virus that is going through our world has afforded me opportunities to see where I'd like to grow and be stretched. Thank you for coming and practicing with me today. I hope that you have found some rehabilitation in just being connected. If this has been a life-giving moment for you and you want to share that with others, be sure to click the button and share with your friends. If you would like to get updates on future videos that I post, be sure to hit the subscribe button and they will just notify you and you'll have something fresh to dig into for next time. Blessings to you all. Keep practicing. Keep being connected. Keep allowing room to notice and to change. Namaste.